Hey, how's it going, everybody? My name is Dan, I'm the MTG Engineer, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering Arena gameplay video. Today is kind of a momentous day. It is Tuesday, and it is the first day that I'm releasing a video after Monday on the channel. So, if you saw my last video, I am starting to do a video a day. And this is kind of the first video that's being released after one that was released the day before. I typically have been spacing out my videos except on Fridays and Saturdays. Those were the days that I would go back to back. Every other video there was a space of a day. So kind of momentous for me. So yeah, we're trying out this format for the week, and we're gonna see how it goes. Yeah, so little tiny goal achieved, and I wanted to point it out. So there, I pointed it out. All right, moving on. All right, so today we have a Abzan counters list with cards from Kaladesh. So yes, this is another +1/+1 counters list, and no, I don't care. I like +1/+1 counter decks. I don't want to be doing too many though. But the card that I was kind of excited to play with was Winding Constrictor. Basically is Conclave Mentor. And yes, Conclave Mentor is in the deck because we are in Abzan. But it is the kind of same type of effect that Conclave Mentor does, but in Kaladesh. So difference is Winding Constrictor is a 2/3. Conclave Mentor is a 2/2. Yeah, and Winding Constrictor would also works with energy counters. So, yeah, that's the list that we're going over today. So, yeah, let's just get into the deck, okay? All right, so here's the list. It kind of has a similar shell to my Selesny counters list that I've played in Standard. And those cards essentially are real quick, Oran Reef Ooze, Conclave Mentor, Luminarch Aspirant, and Inscription of Abundance. Outside of that, and Wildwood Scourge. Okay, so we're running 2 Wildwood Scourges, 4 Luminarch Aspirants, 4 Inscription of Abundance, 3 Conclave Mentors, and not 4. And I'll explain that in a second. And then 4 of Oran Reef Oozes. Okay, so now let me explain the 3 Conclave Mentors. Okay, so we are also running in this deck 3 Winding Constrictors. So these cards essentially do the same thing. For all intents and purposes, they do the same thing. They have the same effect in the list, in the deck. Okay, so instead of running 8, I opted to run 6 because they don't give counters. They don't provide the counters. They're only there and say, if something else is giving the counters, then we're going to get more of them, right? So I needed more things that gave counters, not more things that said, hey, if there's counters there, we're going to give you more, okay? So I opted to go a different route, all right? So we have 3 of each of those, 3 Conclave Mentors, 3 Winding Constrictors. All right, so I said it before, but I haven't said it here yet. So Winding Constrictor is black and a green. Creature Snake says if one or more counters would be put on an artifact or creature you control, that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters are put on that permanent instead. If you would get 1 or more counters, you get that many +1 of each of those kinds of counters instead. Okay, so very similar to Conclave Mentor. However, Conclave Mentor is specifically refers to +1/+1 counters. Winding Constrictor says any kind of counters, right? Okay, so Inscription of Abundance for removal or +1/+1 counters or gaining life, and then Luminarch Aspirant providing those counters, right? Pelt Collector kind of provides the counters, right? So typically the best thing that I like to I want to see here with this deck is turn 1 Pelt Collector, turn 2 either Winding Constrictor or Conclave Mentor, then turn 3 Oran Reef Ooze. Like that's the dream right there, okay? Or turn 3 Charnel Troll. Well, we're going to get into Charnel Troll here in a minute, okay? All right, so Pelt Collectors, 1 mana, 1/1, and then raids whenever another creature you control enters the battlefield or dies if that creature's power is greater than Pelt Collectors. Then he gets a +1/+1 counter. As long as there are 3 or more +1/+1 counters on it, it has trample, right? 2 Wildwood Scourges. We already know what that does. Okay, what else do we have in the deck? We're running 2 Calling Ambushes for a little bit more removal. When we have big creatures, it's nice to have these fight effects in the deck. So, and then, them also being lands, these cards also being lands, really does not hurt, and we're not losing anything, right? So, already went over Ornery Foozes. Okay, Charnel Troll. Okay. This is an interesting choice for the deck. So, the fact that I was in Abzan, I'm like, okay, what other cards can we put in here that care about counters? Okay, well, since we're kind of an aggro style deck, it's not really this is not really a mid-range list. I would classify this as an aggressive style deck, as an aggro deck, right? Charnel Troll really felt like a perfect fit, right? So let's read it. It's 1 Golgari, 1 black and a green, and a creature troll. It's got trample. It's a 4/4 with trample, and then it reads, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on Charnel Troll. Otherwise, sacrifice it. And you can also pay black and a green and discard a creature card. Then you put a +1/+1 counter on Charnel Troll. Okay, so the best thing to do, right, is kind of hold, if you have Charnel Troll in your opening hand, okay, and you have a bunch of other creatures like your Pelt Collector, Winding Constrictor, Conclave Mentor, you have a lot of these 1 and 2 drops, right, is you play them out, you push and push and push until maybe you hit a wall, right? Opponent wipes your board, kills off your creatures. Well, you drop Charnel Troll, then you have all these creatures in the graveyard that Charnel Troll can eat, right? So you're not going to end up sacrificing him, okay? So that's a play. The other avenue that you can go is you can play Charnel Troll on turn 3, or if you can get it out on turn 2 somehow, but you wouldn't be able to in this deck, okay? And then upkeep on your next turn, activate Charnel Troll, discarding a creature card, and then you exile it, then you're getting 2 counters on it, right? Or, again, doing that same thing with Conclave Mentor and Winding Constrictor on the board as well, then you're getting more of those counters, right? So it's a +1/+1 counter producer, right? But only for itself, unfortunately. But I just thought Charnel Troll would be a really fun card to add to the deck. So we're running 3 of those, and then one Gracchmaw. Okay, you could probably run a couple more of Gracchmaws, but with it being legendary, I mean, it definitely fits. It totally 100% fits in the theme and in the archetype of the deck. I just went a different route with Charnel Troll. I like Charnel Troll as a card, and just wanted to feature it in the deck. So that's kind of what we did there. And then running 2 of Nissa of Shadowed Bows. This is the first deck that I've really been able to play around with this Nissa, and it felt good. It felt fun. I've only really been able to test it out in a couple of matches because I haven't drawn her all that often, but I think it works, right? So from an aggressive style strategy, I like it, right? And then with this type of strategy where we're being aggressive, we're getting creatures out on the board, we're attacking, opponents is most likely going to try and remove those creatures, right? Well, if we can Nissa, and then we can really get to that -5 really quickly, well, then we're just getting stuff back, that's already in the yard, and then we have food for the troll as well. So I just really like having Nissa to this deck, right? So, and then the creme de la creme. 2 of Verdurous Gearhulks. We're running +1/+1 counters, 5 mana. Yeah, we'll distribute 4 +1/+1 counters among any number of target creatures that I control. Sure, I like it. So that is the final one that just, again, really fits the theme of the deck. Okay, so and then we also have 2 Great Henges, 3 Turn Timber Symbioses, and then the mana base is 1 plains, 1 swamp, 1 castle Garenbrig, 4 forests, 3 bright climb pathway, grim climb pathway, 4 branch loft pathway, boulder loft pathway, 3 Indatha triomes, and then 4 fabled passages. So that is a deck. I had a lot of fun with this one. I had quite a bit of fun, honestly. And then again, we're running 3 or 4 matches again. I can't remember, but I do know that the first match is in the play queue, and then the remaining are on the ladder. So we've got kind of different variety of gameplay with this deck for you guys. So again, trying out a different type of format for videos for this week. Just kind of see how it works. Let me know what you think. Yeah, so this is going to be it for me for this video. We're going to get right into some games, and then we're gonna cut it at that. We're not going to do an outro. So let me know what you think. And yeah, let me know in the comments. Like, subscribe, all that stuff, and let's get right into the games, and I will see you guys in the next one. All right, thanks, guys. Wildwood Scourge. Okay, so we have it would go turn 2, 3, and then 4. I mean, that's kind of nice. So, we're going to have to do it. Okay, so since we're doing it in that order, we are going to go like this. Okay, we drew into a land. That's nice. Here, Conclave Mentor. All right, so Nissa, it's -5 to do that. Okay. And she comes in with 4. Okay. All right, so yeah, we have got to deal with that real quick. But we're going to want to put down. Okay, we'll do. We'll do like this, and then we'll Scourge for 2. And next turn, no, you do not attack yet. Not with Mentor. We will Grack Maw, assuming my board remains untouched. We will Grack Maw next. Well, even still, yeah, I figured we were gonna see something like that. Okay, so this is even. Shoot. But I can't do that because I don't have a black. Alright, so here's what we do. Okay, get the swamp. Now you Grack Maw. Okay. Okay, so we have, are they gonna Divine Visitation again? Is that what I'm gonna see? Okay, I mean we still get this, so that's pretty good. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to Nissa. Fabled Passage, +1. Into Forest. Yep. And now, attack. Okay, do we minus? I think we just minus and get back Mentor. -5. Mentor with counters. Boy. Okay, which one? It's the new Black Ops one, right? What is it? The Cold War one. All right, so this is good. Okay, how do we do this? How are we going to want to do this? I don't want to do it to my only... But we might have to. Decline. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Perfect. Draw. Oh, that is what I like to see. We're gonna give it to you. Attack, attack, attack with everybody. So that's 13. That is lethal. Okay. All right. Can we untap here? Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Treacherous Blessing, sure. I mean, that's fine. 1, 2, 3. Hang on, how do we want to do this? 3, 4. There we go. That's 6. Okay, Gear Hulk. Just they're gonna go all to you. 1, 2, 3. No, just a 1. Just a 1. Yeah. Sweet. Oh, jeez. Well, no, this is good. No, this is fantastic, actually. Yes, please. We're keeping this. We're gonna keep this hand. All right, let me pull up the sleeves. Okay. Waiting on the opponent. All right. What do we got, opponent? All right. All right. Triumph. Go ahead. Dun, 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum. Okay, what are we playing? What are we playing, opponent? Da-da-da-da-da. Okay. Gruel. Okay. So, since we're playing Gruel, we'll do this. We'll go Winding Constrictor. All right, Will Strider, you got it. So he'd be a 4/5. If we dropped Aspirant, we can either drop Aspirant, attack, make Winding Constrictor a 4/5, or wait to do that next turn, because next turn we'll have... Yeesh. I think we just put the pressure on. I think we put the pressure on and drop Aspirant, attack with the Constrictor, make it a 4/5. We're going to drop the land. It's either that or drop Conclave Mentor. Yeah, you know what? We'll just drop Conclave Mentor. Because next turn I can't at the present moment I can't do more than one thing next turn. And most likely that thing is going to be just dropping Aspirant unless I draw if I draw Inscription of Abundance, like that would be a good draw. That's a 2-drop. That's probably the best 2-drop I could draw. But again, that is we'll see what my opponent can do with my board. Okay, just another Woe Strider. That's fine. All right, that is perfectly acceptable. So Mentor will be okay. That's good. Okay, so we drop Fabled Passage. We will drop Aspirant here. Start getting some counters. Go to combat. We're going to pump up the Mentor. Yeah, it just becomes a 5/5. But we're not going to attack. Again, basically, and man, I can't do more than one thing again next turn. So this is a rough curve for this match. Blood Artist, you got it. But that's definitely what we're gonna take out. Gilded Goose, okay, sure. But with Woe Striders up, it does not really matter. Well, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but we can force them to sack it, basically. All right, so we are going to get... All right, now we have all colors. I mean, we had all colors, but... All right, I think we do this. And now... we will do... let's see. We'll do white. Pump you. So we can attack for 14. Gianni, I brewed this as it's an Abzan +1/+1 counters list. With some of the new cards from Kaladesh. I think I just pushed damage here. Because he can't, I mean, he can. Alright, so he's just going to chump. That's fine. He'll chump and then probably activate Woe Strider. Are you going to double? Okay, they're going to block like that. Okay, that's fine. That's acceptable. You got it. Top. All right. I don't like to see that. I mean, if you're going to keep it on top, then it doesn't make any sense to just scry. Just let combat damage happen. You got it. All right, so they have something. They left something on top. So what did they leave on top? Okay, that sucks. Shoot. Yup. Claim the firstborn. No blocks. And then they will sack it. That is fine. Okay. But they cannot sacrifice the Wolf Strider to anything. They don't have a sack outlet for this one. So I'm already down to 9. And that was really fast. Okay. Ah. Inscription of Abundance. That is what I like to see. We're going to kick it. 1, 2, 3. All right. You're going to get the counters. Target a player, me. Creature I control, you. Creature you don't control, you. Pay 5. And okay, create some food. Yep. You've got 4 in the yard. Okay, so we're gonna hang on to both of these. Yep. Both are become 7s. 7 power. Can block 1, but you probably do. You probably don't want to get rid of your Blood Artist. But okay, yep. And so you'll get 1 more Blood Artist trigger. And you'll sack a food, sure. You got it. You got it. Still keeping both of these. Okay. They can. Oh, really? You got it. And they're at 20 life too, so. All right, I'm just gonna sit back. Sit back. Oh, sweet. All right. Well, I'm gonna sit back up. Yeah. There. See ya. And yep, sure. Drain and gain 1. Sure, you got it. Now that's 18. Got it down to 1. We're again definitely hanging on to you. I guess we just play that out. No, just hang on to it. Just hang on to it. Because we still have 5 mana. I don't need 6 mana for anything. Did we get there? Yeah, if that would have been an untapped land, then I would have played it. Okay. So the question now. All right. All right. I have to push damage. Right? So what we do, they have nothing in the yard. Ambush again. Front side, it does not matter. And yep. If I could have done both of these this turn, I would have. Yeah, he can't scry. Well, I mean, he doesn't need to because he knows what's on top of his graveyard. Yep, and he has to chump. You got it. He can't play anything off the top of his library either. Like he can't. Yeah, I'm still hanging on to both. There's no real reason for me to play that. Non-land, Paradise Druid, you got it. Can't play that unless it's a land. You got it. Yeah, so then that's a game. 1, 2, 3, I guess. No, we're gonna do it like this, just because. Yup. I think that's it. I think we got there. I think we made it, chat. And then, of course, I say that, and then... Alright, now I feel better. Alright, sweet. Alright. Yep. We got all the... Yeah, dude. This is good. Now I just need something to do turn 2. I mean, honestly, Winding Constrictor or Conclave Mentor? Come on. I mean, that works too. Sweet. And now we're gonna do... Actually, you know what? I should have put it on... Actually, it doesn't really matter. Voracious Hydra. Fight? Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You can do that. That's cool. Alright, so we could do that. We can do Charnel Troll here. I think that... Because since we have a creature here that we can eat, I think we're gonna do that. Trail of Crumbs. Okay, alright, so mono green trolls. Probably. Yep, you'll eat it. All right, so here is... All right, I think the play... I basically have two options. It's either Wildwood Scourge or Oran Reef Ooze. I think the play is to play out Scourge. Because then, on my upkeep, I can discard one of these creature cards. Green. X is 3. And then we'll put a stop here on my upkeep. That way we can activate and then discard. Growing the troll, which will in turn grow the Scourge. The problem right now is Trail of Crumbs. That is the problem right now. So we need to end this game. Burning Tree Emissary, okay. You got it. Vivian. Okay, can't minus. I mean you could, but it would make literally no sense. And this is good. This is great. Because if we trade off, if you... Okay. I mean, or if you just kill one of you're gonna activate. Discard one of those. Yep. And then you're going to grow again. Yep. Getting more counters. Sweet. And now we draw. Oh, baby. This is perfect. You're going to get a counter. And then you're going to get a counter. And you have trample now. Sweet. So we have 2 with trample. All right. Cool. You can trade. You can trade with the pelt collector. You probably need to do that. And then block. Or just die. Yeah. Sweet. All right. Nice. Nope. Yup. Oh, dude, this is perfect. Perfect. But inscription. Oh, man, I got to get rid of 1. So the question is, what do I get rid of? Yeah, I think we're going to get rid of inscription, and that feels real bad. Feels bad. That's all right, though. Okay, and that was a sweet draw. So the only problem, I mean, but it is what it is. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play fast. Is this fast? All right, so energy, teamer energy. All right, yeah. So we have got to. We gotta. This has got to be fast. Mentor. Yep. All right, so what that means is next turn we're going to have to aspirant onto the mentor. And then turn 4 we'll drop troll. That is pretty much what that means. Holy cow, they have 7 energy already? Oh, dude, that's crazy. All right. All right, we're going to put you down. Now we have to drop. You have to do this. Yeah. Yeah, like this is just... So we don't see... There's no Aetherworks Marvel yet. I mean, he has 7, so he's pretty much... He's ready. He is rip-roaring ready to go. The next... Okay. So, there it is. Can activate it right now. But he's most likely... He's going to do it right now. They are going to do it right now. Please whiff. 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 Sweet. Awesome. Awesome. That is fantastic. Mentor. And then we do... I think we just drop... But forget that. We're just going to do this. Both. Alright. So he's got 5. They need to make 1 more. They need 1 more energy, which they can do. But if they don't do something next turn... Well, no. They can activate the Puzzle Knot and then activate Marvel. So we just need to hope that... We gotta hope that they whiff again. Which is more than likely what they're gonna do. Yep, so now they back to 5. They have 8. 6. I just gotta... Dang it. -2. Shoot. Yeah, and they're not in the yard either. They're exiled. So I think that's game. I cannot come back from that. GG's. Good game. GG's. Okay.